Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's get into today's video. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about the importance of exercise. So it doesn't really matter necessarily what type of exercise you're doing, but as long as you're moving your body in some sort of way. So whether that be leisure exercise or intense exercise. So if you don't know what those types of exercises are, leisure exercise is when you're moving your whole entire body, but your heart rate isn't necessarily like super high, but you feel kind of like out of breath per se, kind of. So these exercises could either be walking, gardening, like light swimming, not like intense laps. And then the second is intense exercise. So this is when you're having a really hard, let's say, workout, practice, game. This would be classified as intense exercise because you're going really hard, you're pushing yourself really hard, your heart rate should be really high. So it doesn't necessarily matter, if you're going to the gym or going for a walk. As long as you're moving your body in some type of way, you will see positive benefits. So first, I kind of want to talk about why it is important to exercise. Some people don't make this a priority, and even though some weeks or days it might not be your top priority, but it should kind of be your overall around lifestyle priority. It's so beneficial for your mind, body, and your soul. So there are immediate benefits that you will see right away when you start doing some form of exercise. So some of the immediate benefits are you will have a lower blood pressure. Your overall body mass kind of will change. So you could either lose fat, gain muscle, whatever your goal is. There is also, this is like the top one, and you will see signs of mental illness decrease. You mainly see that in depression and anxiety, and that's because when you exercise, no matter what you're doing, it releases endorphins, which makes you feel happy. And then you overall kind of will feel better. You'll just have a positive outlook in life, and yeah, you'll just feel better on your day-to-day. And either when you're doing like hard tasks or simple tasks, when you're doing exercise on the side, it'll make these tasks seem somewhat simpler because you're already moving your body throughout each day. So you also have a lot of long-term benefits that go along with exercising as well. So some of them may be you can age more gracefully. So as you get older, in your face, it'll reduce lines and wrinkles, stuff like that. As you also get older, your kind of mobility to move will be a lot better as well because you've been working out for so long. Your muscles still are more intact and you're less at risk for injury. And then also, you have a less chance of developing a really serious sickness, such as cancer, diabetes. Your chances of having a heart attack or a stroke are way lower when you add exercise in your everyday life, day to day. So the next thing a lot of people ask is how many times a week you should work out. So, if you're starting out, like if you're starting just working out, don't go like 7 days a week. Like that will completely put your body at shock. You're at such a high risk of getting injured. It's too much strain on your body. So if you're a beginner, I would say 1 to 2, kind of get your body used to the feeling of whatever type of workout you're doing. And then the next kind of like level would be intermediate. So I would say this is about 3 to 4 times a week. You've been going for a couple months, you feel comfortable, you feel like you should be pushing yourself harder, then I would say about 3 to 4. And then if you're like completely, committed to the gym, you want to see results, you want to be, maybe lifting heavier, sprinting faster, whatever kind of your goal is, I would say you should be going about 4 to 5 days a week because by this time your body should feel used to it and it should feel almost kind of weird not going to the gym. I know on my rest days I take them because everybody should take rest days, but I'll get really like jittery and I'm like, come on, like I need to do something. I don't never not do anything in a day. So even if you are a beginner, like going to the gym 2 times a week and then expecting to see overall results in your body, mind, you won't necessarily see that. So even if you're intensely working out for 2 days, so that would be the intense exercise, those other 5 days you should be doing some type of leisure activity and keep your body moving because that's the most important part of this all is just move your body in some type of way. So I've kind of noticed that a lot of people have been talking about how many steps and how many steps you should take in a day. I don't necessarily track my steps because I'll become too obsessed with it, and I don't want it to feel kind of like a task per se. Like, I don't want to be like, oh my god, I only took 6,000 steps today. What am I doing? Let's go. I gotta get outside for a walk, you know? But you should be taking about 8,000 to 10,000 steps. Again, I don't track my steps, but every maybe couple weeks, I'll use my health app on my phone. And this kind of, if you have it in your pocket all day, it'll track how many steps you take. Again, I'll only do this every couple weeks, once a month, just to make sure that I'm on track, because I don't want to be taking, you know, like 2,000 steps in a day. That's not really good for your body. Our bodies aren't meant to sit. So that's my next thing, is watch how many rest days or lazy days, more so lazy days, how many you're having in a week. I personally never take a lazy day unless I'm really ill, like I can't get out of bed. I don't really find a reason to not be moving, to just be laying around. I kind of think that's just like a waste of your day, and like every day is so precious, and like just to be alive, you know, we should be happy and moving and getting outside, doing whatever it is. So back to the steps, I don't think necessarily like obsessing on hitting that 10,000 goal should be like your top priority, but just making sure that you're moving your body no matter what it is, you'll hit those steps at the end of the day. So I know I kind of already talked about this a little bit in the video, but I wanted to kind of go a little bit further in depth with it per se. So I want to talk about recovery days. So basically, recovery days are just as important as building muscle, building endurance, and building strength. Essentially, when you work out, you're actually tearing down tissues in your body. So if you are working out 7 days a week, that gives your body absolutely no time to recover, and you're essentially just continuing breaking down those tissues, and they never have a chance to grow. So yeah, make sure you're taking at least, I would say, 2 rest days a week to kind of give your body that break. But never feel bad if, let's say, you were supposed to go to the gym and you're supposed to hit a really intense leg day and you had it all planned out the night before, and then that day you just really were feeling under the weather, maybe mentally you weren't doing well. Don't force yourself, because that's just going to make it worse. Like, take rest days when you need them, you know, as long as like there's not an excuse, because sometimes people just need days off, but don't get into the habit of like, oh, I'm not feeling 100%, so I'm just going to take a rest day. You know, make sure there's kind of like more so of a reason why you're not exercising that day. But also, if you just want to take a break, then take a break. You know, at the end of the day, it's how your body feels, and you need to be feeling 100% to be performing 100%. So for the next part of the video, I want to talk about having a plan specifically when you are weight training. So even the experts, like the best of the best, still always have a plan before they go and do their workout. This is because you don't want to kind of be walking around the gym like confused. What are you doing? What parts are you hitting today? And then why it's also important to have a plan is because it's really, really important that you're not skipping out on muscle groups. You know, you can always kind of tell when people are focusing on working out, let's say, their upper body or their lower body. You know, you can always kind of like see when they're kind of putting their priority on that part of the body. And, you know, you don't want to look all like lopsided and like not dimensional. Like, you want to like look overall fit. So I know a lot of girls are like scared to, for some reason, train their upper body, and it's like, you, like, our genetics, like, we can't have those like huge chest, like huge muscles, unless, let's say, you're like taking steroids. Then obviously you're gonna have like humongous like male like arms or chest or back, whatever. But it's just really important to never skip anything, like, you know. So that's why a plan is so important, because then you can kind of see throughout your week what exactly you're training and what you want to kind of like put your focus towards. So the last part of my video, I want to talk about how to prevent injury. This, you know, all of these things that I'm about to talk about can be used for leisure activity, but it's more focused for, you know, that intense activity. So basically, first thing, always stretch and warm up or cool down before your workout. This is so important. I don't know why I see so many people just going into the gym and right away squatting 300 pounds. This is so bad for your muscles and so bad for your body. Like, you need to warm everything up, make sure everything's going. Even if you don't have a lot of time, like, that sucks. Then cut an exercise out. Like, it's way more important to be, you know, warming up and cooling down properly than just getting that good workout in, because the workout is actually not going to be that good. The second thing is to always make sure, specifically when you're in the gym, if there's a machine that you think is even the slightest bit broken, don't use it. Go to the front desk and just say, hey, I think this machine is broken. You know, they'll come check it out. If it's broken in any slight way, they'll, you know, shut it down immediately, because obviously they don't want somebody at the gym getting hurt. So it's not even worth it. You know, even if you really wanted to do that exercise, if it's broken, it's broken. So the third thing is always have proper footwear. So, you know, weight training, soccer, volleyball, basketball, sprinting, running, all, like, there's so many different types of shoes, and you really need to make sure that you're wearing the proper footwear, because this really helps decrease your chance of hurting your back or just having all around back pain. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!